eventually saw it.
Because that wasn't in the original movie. But this one was. I mean, that scene was like, it was really good.
Okay, I do want to talk about this movie, Tick, Tick, Boom.
Okay.
That it just came out about a month ago. Oh, a month ago? Yeah, something like that. With Andrew Garfield, which, by the way, he's my favorite actor, so I'm going to be kind of biased.
Man crush.
But, oh yeah, hell yeah, dude. Mm-hmm. He did such a good job. First of all, like, he studied music for a year and a half. He studied how long? For a year and a half. Okay. He learned how to sing and play the piano for this movie. And he does a great job.
So he actually sings?
He actually sings. It's a musical. Mm-hmm. So I usually don't like musicals, but like he does a crazy good job.
Well, I don't like musicals, but after The Greatest Showman, I thought it was a great. I like Hugh Jackman, and what he does is amazing.
Right. So yeah, same thing with like Andrew Garfield. Like he did such a good job, bro. And it's a good story. It's a really good movie. I recommend you watch it. And like I'd say it's gonna be Oscar nominee for next year.
Okay.
Because it's that good.
I'm gonna watch it because you told me a couple times and I have not seen it.
Yeah, so. I tell everybody literally.
Actually, we'll probably watch that movie later on.
All right,
that's probably worth watching. Definitely get some food and watch it. Well, what else did we have? The Olympics 2021.
The Olympics, dude, I love Olympics. It's so much fun. This year we did have the curious case of Simone Biles.
All right, so what do you think about this? Because I got into this with my wife about the whole Simone Biles thing. What do you think?
Okay, I'll give you two sides.
All right, but let's explain what happened, and then we.
So what happened was she qualified for like the finals or something, or like all of the what do you call them?
Well, she was there with her team, like
she qualified for like finals in different parts of gymnastics,
different events, right? And the individual events.
Yeah, and at the end she just like pulled out, and she was like, you know what, like this is not good for me. Too much pressure.
But she pulled out of the team event.
Yeah, she didn't do anything.
No,
right?
she did do a couple of single events. She did.
Okay.
And if I'm wrong, correct me, people, but I'm pretty sure. I know she pulled out of the team event.
Okay.
And she did end up competing in one or two of the individual events. Did.
I don't remember seeing her in any finals.
No?
Or the individual. Maybe I'm wrong also. Please let me know. But...
Okay. Maybe we're giving...
Because did she... Like, if she participated in those individuals, I'm sure she got gold medal. And I don't think she did.
Okay. Maybe not. But but what's your take on it?
Okay, so my take on it is, so I like there's a certain like history of like coaches, you know, like harassing or you know like abusing these girls. If that was, I don't know what happened. If that was the case, dude, she's absolutely like right. The guy should be out of the team. He should be whatever, like suffer the consequences for what he does. But being an athlete, by the way, she's like a crazy good athlete that won multiple times.
Right.
You know, like I don't like this idea of, you know what, I'm not ready for this. It's like, bro, you had 5 years actually because of the pandemic to get ready for this competition. And you already qualified. You know what? Like just get done with, just finish it. Like this is what you do. This is your job. It's normal to be, you know, like
under pressure.
Yeah, under pressure. It's normal. And I also like, I like the comment that I saw. I know you're not going to agree with this because I'm going to talk about Neymar. So Neymar...
I'll hold my tongue.
Shut up. Yeah. So Neymar gave a statement that 2022, next year, might be his last World Cup. And he's still very young. So he has like, he could still play one or two more. Okay, not very young, but he still can play. He's like 31. Like he could still play one or two more World Cups. Whatever.
He parties too much.
So, yeah, he does. So,
Ronaldo, you might be able to do it.
So I was listening to this, like, if what happened to Simone Biles, let's say, happened to Neymar in the next World Cup, like next year, he goes like, let's say we qualify to the semifinals. And he's like, yeah, guys, you know, like, he being the main guy in Brazil, whether you agree or not.
Not saying anything.
Yeah.
Biting my tongue.
So he gets like semifinals, like this is too much for me. I can't do it. I'm gonna freaking punch the TV, bro. Because I was like, bro, this is what you do. You're an athlete. You're a professional. You won multiple times. You're used to this.
Right.
You know, you're just gonna chicken out. I'm sorry, but
and I agree.
That's a part of me.
The whole Simone Biles thing, I agree with what you said. So if it was abuse, of a coach,
Right.
Oh, absolutely. Like, please, if somebody is abusing these girls, which they say that that's very not normal, but it happens a lot.
Right.
I mean, that person should be hit with the hardest measure of the law. Like, seriously, like those are young, innocent girls. Like, I understand. Like, I'm not gonna give my girl be like, hey, I'm gonna send my girl off to gymnastics, and she's over there getting fondled and ugh. Anyways, but she's an athlete, like you said. Like, you waited till this moment for that to pop. Like, at this moment, you're gonna be like, oh, I can't do it anymore.
And also that you're taking someone else's spot.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You're taking somebody else's spot. So it's like, because my wife told me, she's like, honey, well, that's not, that's being kind of selfish, like pushing her to do something. I said, no, if she doesn't think that she can do it, maybe
just don't go.
Right. Like, if it's really that messed up, I don't know. Like, she's got to think about, like, okay, I'm having this psychological issue, but I'm still going to push my way through it. Fantastic. But if she's like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to push my way through it, then you should think of the other girls too. Because you're still being kind of selfish. So, yeah, Simone Biles, absolutely incredible athlete, incredible. Like, she even has a jump, not a jump, but a move made after her.
No, she's insane. Like, it's so awesome to watch her.
Oh, absolutely. Like, watching her is such a joy. Like, it changed gymnastics for me. Like, watching her,
it did.
Wow.
Yeah.
But like you said, you got there. You have this huge name, and you probably can beat everybody with your eyes closed. And at last minute, you're going to be like, I can't do this. Well, didn't you think about that maybe like a month ago?
Like
a week ago?
Yeah, I don't understand because I'm not an athlete or professional. But you can, how can I say this? You worked so hard for this moment, and like I understand that it is very hard to be a high level athlete. Like like I was saying, I don't understand that, but I can imagine. Like I've seen interviews and documentaries and all that it's very hard to be a high performance athlete.
Absolutely. The pressure,
but
the amount of work. Yeah.
But you work so hard for this.
And not only that, a lot of times we talk about, oh, you have to be a role model for somebody. And I think part of being a role model is actually being able to work hard, push through those moments when it really counts.
Right.
There's this movie, it's called Facing the Giants. It's a Christian movie, but it's about football and whatnot. And one of the guys the guy was like really lazy, and he gets molded into being the team leader. And they're in the last they're in the last game, and of course the dramatical moment, and he's like super tired, and he tells the coach, he's like, hey man, I'm done. And his coach said, come on, just give me 4 more downs, like push through it. And he's like, he goes 1 more down, he comes back, he's like, coach, I can't do it. And he's like, look, it's easy to lead when you're strong, but these are the moments that count. When you're weak, that's when a leader comes and steps through things.
Right.
And once again, we're not in her shoes, and I'm not 100% judging what she did because we don't know. We don't know everything. But what I am saying is, it just, to me, the perception of, man, Simone Biles, you have such a big name for all these kids, all these girls that are watching you, and you're just gonna, pull out an example. Serena Williams. Williams. I put that up because Simone Biles is a black role model. Serena Williams is a black role model. And she's amazing. 2 amazing athletes. I mean, Serena Williams is ridiculous. But, I don't remember what year I watched too much tennis, 2009, 2012, who cares? But where she threatened a line judge, and she told her she was going to stick a racket down her throat. Oh, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, because she was mad. It was like a bad call. It was a foot fault call, and she just said, hey, I'm going to stick this racket down your throat, whatever. Mm-hmm. I understand. You have moments. It happens. But when you are at such a high level, those moments, in my opinion, they shouldn't be. To me, you're expected to do more.
Right.
Like, you've learned enough. You've worked so hard that frustration, I think you should be hit a little bit harder, because people are like, well, you're being unfair to Serena. I'm like, no. If she was just starting and, anyways, to make a long story short, I guess the point we're drilling down.
It's like they're the best there is.
Right.
Yeah.
And you got there for a reason, and we're giving you all props for it. But with great power comes great responsibility.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, you have all this, fantastic, and we applaud you. But when you fall off that pedestal, we're like, hey, you should have paid attention.
Right.
Because to me, they were negligent things. They could have been avoided.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, she got hit by or tripped on something. Anyway.
Yeah, like, for example, I'll come back to soccer and I'll talk about Ronaldo. Like, he won by then he won I think 5 Ballon d'Ors.
Right.
For best soccer player in the world. I think that was 2018 when we had the Euro Cup.
The golden ball that you win for being a best soccer player.
2018, the Euro Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, he is like many people consider him to be the best. Even in history, some of them. And he already won so much, and he's experienced, and he's been under pressure. And on the final, he got injured. And so he like had to leave the match.
So awesome.
And I've seen so many soccer players or basketball players do that. Like once they're done, they go to the shower and they don't want to hear about it. Dude, he was coaching the team. He took the team in his back, like, you know what? I got this. I don't care about who the coach is. I'm going to coach the team.
Yeah, he was on the sideline hurt and everything, and he was coaching.
Yeah, and he made Portugal win. I mean, I think he made Portugal win. I don't care.
I think so too. Yeah.
So it's like, for me, he's the top role model of athletes, of his like dedication or like commitment, all that. So it's like for someone at that level. Dude, you just commit.
And it's funny because I was never a Ronaldo fan because I always thought he was very stuck up.
Yeah.
But throughout the years, I see how hard that man works and how, like, at least when it comes to his profession and the way he treats kids and the way he treats his fans and the way, I'm like, dude, this guy, I mean, he's that role model, like you said.
Right.
It's like, wow, maybe he does other things that we don't know. I don't know. But as far as what we can see,
right,
it's amazing.
As an athlete.
Right. As an athlete. Which I was going to say, since you brought up soccer, how do you feel about Messi getting another Ballon d'Or this year?
Okay, I totally disagree with that.
Yeah, I knew it.
Okay, I don't totally disagree with that. Like at work, I had this fight with this like dude. He's a Messi fan. I'm a Ronaldo fan. So I don't think he deserved it, but nobody else did.
All right.
So they just gave it to him, and I'm okay with that. But to say he's the best this year, he wasn't. But I'll give him props for it. He finally won a championship for Argentina.
Okay.
Against Brazil. Okay. Yeah, it was Copa America, so it's not that big of a deal. But for him, it was. He's been trying for years, and he has like problems with like even like the national like team of Argentina. He quit, and then he came back, and he was going to quit again, and then he came back. So he finally won, dude. And I don't even think he played that well in the Copa America. Like in the final, they were supposed to like score a second goal who would like just assure them of the title, and he freaking like fell right in front of the goal. So I don't think he did that great. I know he had a bunch of good numbers like assists and goals and
right,
whatever.
And I think that's what they based it off because if you look at numbers, he actually did do better than most players, number wise.
Yeah. But so good for him. You know what? Good for him.
I just brought that up because I figured You brought up Neymar, so I bring up Messi.
So yeah, FIFA. I don't really like FIFA. I don't trust FIFA. I heard like talks that I don't know if it was a president, like someone that was like up there in FIFA, told Ronaldo that he was gonna win, and they lied to him. So like Ronaldo even had like a polemic. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Statement saying
controversial. Sorry.
Yeah, controversial. Okay. Yeah, statement saying that it was all rigged and he was lied to. Anyways, good for Messi. I applaud him. He's a genius, but...
All right, well, let's move on from sports. And we forgot a big topic this year. We got our vaccines this year. Well,
yep.
They brought us a few vaccines, and there's been a lot of controversy over that.
Right.
There's been good and bad, and some dead. So speaking of deaths, what about people who died this year?
I don't know people who died this year.
We had Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh.
Oh.
The husband of...
I didn't know he did.
Of the Queen.
I didn't know he died.
Dude's 99 years old. I
Wow.
mean, he looked dead. Okay, I'm sorry. If you like the Duke, I apologize. And it's not that I don't like him, but he...
By the way, how old is the Queen? Because I know she's never dying.
Bro, she's eternal.
Queen Elizabeth. I'm going to look it up real quick. Second.
So...
She's got
to be like 98.
She's 95.
95?
Yeah. I thought she was older, actually.
Yeah, I did too.
Wow, okay, well.
That's crazy.
But it says here, Prince Philip died this year.
Yep. So then you have Norm Macdonald, which you know who that is, I'm sure. He was.
Yeah.
You know who Norm Macdonald was?
No.
Died at 61. Robert Downey
Senior. Yeah. I never knew that was a so senior funny. For a junior, but I guess
not
it makes
so funny
sense.
that he died. So funny you didn't know that was his dad. So
yeah, was he an actor also?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Robert Downey Jr. is amazing, but yeah, his dad died at 85 years old. DMX, You don't know who DMX is, right?
No idea.
Bro, DMX was a rapper. He actually was an actor too. Came out in a couple movies.
Okay.
Pretty good.